Back again with one more video in the series of So You're New to Pump. This video is going to be really short. It's going to have one basic message. It's the message of don't jack with your gun. If you're looking for tech videos and you've come to this place to check out your CCM marker, it could be that you're here because you've messed with the gun. Don't break what is already working out of the box. These things don't need a lot of modifications. They don't need a lot of changes. I don't know if you had a gun that needed to be constantly maintained, but if you're a tinkerer, you know, you might want to own something different. You might want to go out and get a cocker or something that you can just mess with and you have to time all the time, and I don't know. But it reminds me of a conversation I had with Rennick Miller, who at the time was a captain of Aftershock. And I went to go buy, at the time there was only 2 tournament markers. There was cockers and there was mags. And I went to go buy them, and he asked me a question. He said, do you like to tinker with guns? I said, yeah, I love it. It's what I live for. He said, here, get a mag. I didn't realize what he was doing to me at the time, and I shot mags for quite a while. If you like to tinker with guns and you owned a cocker at the time, you were just going to be in for a world of heartache. They weren't easy to work on. You got them on a time and you just fought the dang thing. And for the most part, you know, mags, as long as they sealed, they shot. You know, so Rennick did me a favor back then. Now that I know how to work on cockers, and frankly cockers have gotten a lot better, I don't fear either of them. But pumps do not need to be messed with. They're kind of the, I guess this is going to sound weird because you're looking at a sniper body, but they're kind of the mags of the world in that sense, that you don't need to mess with them if they're working. I play with a lot of my teammates where I end up teching their guns. They own CCMs too, and they pride themselves, man, on how long they go without cleaning a gun. You know, because for the most part, as long as the paint's coming out, they'll clean the top barrel and clean it off so there's not paint all over it. But as long as, you know, eggs are coming out the end of the barrel, then they need to be messed with. If you're here watching this video series because you messed with it or you had to call Rod, learn from that lesson. Learn that you don't need to mess with this gun very much. Set the reg at the right input pressure that works for you, between 300 and 350. Set the back, you know, IVG to where it works, and leave it alone. The only thing you should be changing much is the you know, paint. Put more paint in it when it runs out, and change your inserts in here when you need to change paint. For the most part, I don't mess with my guns either. Once they're set up, I set them up and leave them alone. I'm not constantly tinkering. Now, if you are a tinkerer, buy a second gun and tinker with that. You have always a project gun going. A lot of those guys do that, man. They'll do all sorts of crazy stuff, you know. They'll put warp feeds on their pumps, and I don't know, man. People do crazy stuff out there, but do that, but leave your main gun alone. You paid a lot of money for this Chipley. If you're running a Chipley, you paid a lot of money for it. Don't break it unless it gets broken. You know what I'm saying? Let it break itself. Go into a bunker breaking it. Don't jack with it to break it. So if I could give one piece of advice to pump owners out there that are new to the sport, don't mess with it. Don't mess with it if it isn't broken. Don't strip it apart if you don't know what you're doing. Take it apart when you have to. Take it apart when you need to clean it. Use it for a while. Read the manual, you know? All right, that's all TF's got for you today. Apparently I'm speaking in third person now, and I'll talk to you soon.